Alright, the Malt Liquor Project. What you know about that? Here we go again. People are saying, not another Malt Liquor Project video. I understand it's too many, but I need to do that because of the double down situation. And I was at Walmart at 6:45 this morning. It's 3 o'clock now. Now, standard time. They said it was going to get to 70. It may be 70 degrees, but there's a kind of a chilly breeze in the air. That's why I'm wearing this undershirt under this overly large shirt. But when they're giving them away at the game, they're just handing you shirts. You can't say, well, I need a more snug size. They only have one size. So that was a decade ago. But anyway, I'm over there. It said July 18th, 2016. So this is really fresh. If the best by date is July 18th, and this is February 18th, 5 months from now, this was literally made just days ago. It had to be. So it might have been put on the shelf this morning by the Jim Carrey distributing people. Okay, D07D, that's day Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, so it was made on a Thursday on line 6 at 1500 hours and 39 minutes. Okay, so at 3:39 p.m. I guess you'd say. Union made in Fort Worth, Texas. The brewery code 07. '01 is Milwaukee and 04 is Albany, Georgia. We get a lot of stuff from Albany and Fort Worth, not too much from Milwaukee. I was drinking that Shiner birthday beer 107, right? And I finished it and it was good, very good. I gave it a B+, but the bottom residue, I said, ugh, out of this glass, it smelled, it's not smelling as bad now, but it still has a little bit of that, it smelled like fish scales, like when you go to Grand Isle, Louisiana, right there on the Gulf of Mexico, and they're cleaning the fish, you know, and they got this fish scales everywhere, and it's like, you know, it smells, I don't know, it smells like fish scales. To me, that's not a good sign, because I don't recall ever smelling residue from a beer and it smelled like fish scales. Anyway, this is the 6% Steel Reserve 211. Maria Devon, the girl next door, Utopia Jane, was telling me, oh, I've tried that beer. Oh, it was bad. I couldn't take it. It was too strong, harsh, grating, blah, blah, blah. I said, you know, it's sad that the first one you tried in that malt liquor world, high gravity world, was the 8.1% Steel Reserve, because that's one of the harsher ones out there. But when they came out with this in 2003, the 6%, it's a lot more mellow, mild, enjoyable, pleasant, and everything. And most people can't get it. We do get it. You're going to get the thick white head, the gold appearance, the clear. You know, it's clear. It's a filtered, pasteurized, adjunct, extra strong lager beer. Water, barley malt. It's probably water, malt extract, corn, which is the corn syrup, the brewer's syrup, which is odorless and tasteless. It's not the high fructose K-Row that you're getting at the grocery store, okay? It's brewer's syrup, specially made for them, and hop extract. So, you know, it's all that kind of stuff. But what Miller does is they buy really good, you know, industrial ingredients, because they have a big company and they can command prices that other companies can't command. I'm talking about wholesale prices. So that's why I go to Walmart and it's $3.99 for a 6-pack. But there's no taste descriptions at all. Unlike the Old English 800 brand malt liquor, 5.9%. Get on the SAB Miller website, they're giving you the Cyclops sugar cubes and hop cone scale. I know the sun is going behind those tall trees, so I have trouble getting into the light outside. And then they're giving you all these tasting notes, which Maria and I were like arguing about a little bit, and because she was saying that's wrong, it shouldn't be like that. I said, well, the brewer said, it should be like that. They're obviously making it that way on purpose, but there's nothing for this. I mean, they just give this kind of meaningless thing on the can. Extra malted barley, okay, and select hops for extra gravity. Yeah, okay, it has extra gravity. In other words, it's higher alcohol, 6%. It's not like really strong. They used to say brewed, aged 28 days. It's no longer. It's just SR, Steel Reserve. I think that changed after Miller bought it in 2001 from Mackenzie River Corporation. Not a brewing company, more like a brand developer. I think Miller brewed their beer all along, but they just outright bought Steel Reserve, the whole Steel Reserve thing. And there's all the flavored Steel Reserves, which I've never had. Their mango and their margarita and all that. I've had the 8.1 and this, okay? There is a website. It's all it shows is cans, and it's nothing. It's a. I don't even know why they have the website. It could be some legal thing. They have it there for some domain. I don't know. If you get on there, you'll say, "Why did I even bother?" So I was enjoying comparing the brewery descriptors of Old English 800 brand malt liquor with the actual beer, but there's nothing with which to compare. So with this one, you just kind of have to, I don't say wing it, but you just describe it. I didn't remember to look at the Rate Beer and Beer Advocate ratings. I'm sure they're not good. My recollection is that they're very bad. I was talking to one of my viewers, Buddy OG, and he said, you don't understand. He said, I hope you don't take this wrong, and I didn't take it wrong. I don't take people's comments wrong when they're trying to be constructive and giving good information. Somebody walking out there. Maybe one of the owners. But Buddy said, you don't understand the Rate Beer, their algorithm, basically what he was saying. They use a certain process, and if a beer says it's a 0 out of 100, it doesn't mean it's horrible, or like I'll say, the worst beer on the planet, they're saying. And he gave a good explanation, and he talked about how if I took all my reviews and everything, and I agreed with that, and I said I didn't take it wrong, but my contention was this. Okay, and he was saying, Beer Advocate's the one that's got the screwed up system for rating. Well, yeah, maybe so, I don't know, but at least with Beer Advocate, they'll tell you, here's the numbers, and then they'll have awful, poor, average, they'll say fair, good, very good, outstanding, and world class. So they're giving you what that means to them. And if you look under poor, it's going to be the ones you would expect to be there. And if you look under world class, it's going to be the ones you would expect to be there. And same thing with Rate Beer. You're going to look up Aventinus or Celebrator or Abbott 12 or any of those, and they're going to be 100 out of 100 or close to it. And if you look up Steel Reserve 211 or Busch Light, as we did the other day, it's going to be an NA. Busch Light was an NA. The scores were so low, it couldn't even get a 0. And so he's saying I'm misinterpreting it. Okay, I'll go along with that. But here's the problem. The guy or gal off the street, okay, they're going to look on Rate Beer. Let me see. I'm thinking about buying this beer. Let me look it up. It might be on their phone at the store. Oh, 0 out of 100. I would never. Fair, they might, if they see a 50, they might say, oh, okay, I'll do it. And 100, oh yeah, I bet that's a great beer. So they're going to take it that way. They're not going to say 0 out of 100. Well, when you consider how they configure this and all these considerations here, then you realize that a 0 out of 100 isn't that bad. And then you look at the style or whatever. But no, they're going to say, I'm not going to buy it because it's horrible. And that's what the person on the street's going to do. And that's what I'm saying to Buddy OG. So, and then also, if you read what the people wrote, read their text about Steel Reserve 211, 6% or 8.1. It's not going to be, most of what you read isn't going to exactly be flattering. It's going to be pretty, it's going to be pretty rough. Now, if I was going to drink a malt liquor, and actually I do drink them fairly regularly, not constantly, but regularly, this would be one I would reach for. And I've done this before in the Malt Liquor Project, and on Louisiana Beer Reviews, and Revisited, and Bottle Edition, and 8.1, and in a swimming pool, and hanging from a tree. Well, not really, but kind of a little too much. But it's not foul, it's not bad, it's not awful, it's none of those things. The worst I think you could say about this product is, it's kind of dull or ho-hum. I mean, you could say that. I wouldn't say that, but you could say that, and I would go along with it. But to say it's horrible, all these, I won't even say the things people will say about it. That's not legit. Does it have a corny aroma? I don't know about all that. It's got a beer aroma. The brewer syrup, like they say on the Moosehead Beer Academy, they say, look, if you're picking up corn, something's wrong in the brewing process, because that brewer's syrup, maltose, dextrose, is not supposed to impart any of those aromas or flavors. It's supposed to only allow the sugars to convert into alcohol. That's it. It's just a fermentation agent, and it's a filler. It's not a flavor ingredient, okay? That's what the malt and hops are for, according to Beer Academy, Moosehead, New Brunswick, Canada. Yeah, I mean, this is not, I don't know too many people on the planet that would drink this and say, wow, it's like the greatest thing. Although, there was that incident where my daughter tasted the Steel Reserve 211 8.1% triple export black can, tall 24-ounce can from, I bought that up in that northwest corner of Georgia, Interstate 59. You can stop at that Pilot gas station. They've always got it there. I've never seen it really hardly anywhere else. Did see it in bottles, I think. No. Oh, I would have bought it. I would have bought the bottle. I saw it on the internet somewhere. I'd have bought the bottle. No way I saw Steel Reserve 211 bottle and didn't buy it. Scratch that. But and she said, wow, this is one of the best beers I've ever tried. It's great, and I was trying not to laugh, because I was thinking, wow, this is really like not what you're supposed to be saying about this product. Yeah, it's tangy, like you want to say, with some mild hop bitterness. IBUs are probably, I think I read on one of those Miller Coors distributors on the East Coast, it's like a 17 IBU. That makes sense, to balance out the little more sweetness that you get with the 6%. It's a ham sandwich with Swiss cheese and some, lettuce and a tomato slice and some onion and Fritos corn chips type beer. It's that. It's popcorn beer. You're watching Rocky because it's on TV, and even though you've seen it so many times, and you're eating popcorn, from the microwave popcorn from back. That's what it is. It's not gourmet, but it's not Boxer Lager either. Okay, so it's a Toyota Corolla SE. It's not a. It's not an Avalon, you know, whatever. So anyway, it's a cool can. They do no advertising. They do no promotion. It still sells. It sells. You can get 12 packs around here. You can get the 40-ounce bottles, which apparently are going back to glass. Hallelujah. Miller gave up on the plastic that they tried to foist on the public. People rejected it out of hand, pretty much. There was an announcement today, February 18th, Miller High Life. We're going back to glass. Thank you. And so, you know, hey, it is what it is. It's fairly pedestrian, but it's nothing to get too worked up about, either or. But it's enjoyable, and I see myself buying quite a few more 6-packs for $3.99. Tall cans, you know, pints. Oh, me.